Welcome back to Pipes and Drums series of the Castle recordings, the tunes that my father, Captain Johnny MacLellan, produced and played in Edinburgh Castle in the early 1960s. This is the fourth group of 10 tunes in the series that we're presenting. And as usual, it's a wide and varied list with some of the very biggest tunes, including the biggest tune. Some of the material is absolutely outstanding in this group. It starts with Lament for MacSwan of Roaig, which is a really interesting tune, MacCrimmon composition. A couple of interesting things about this tune. In the first note of the second line of the ground, most people play it as a low G, as written in the Piobaireachd Society books, but in actual fact, it's very definitely a low A. You'll hear my father play a low A in that place. And also, it's quite interesting, this recording, because he plays the Colbeck variation in a very sort of slow lilting up the way style, which is not often played at all these days. And I know that's a thing that came from Pipe Major Ross, and John D. Burgess played it that way as well. And it's very, very nice. And I'd encourage people to play it that way because it's quite unique. We've got Weighing from Land, Catherine's Lament, which is a terrifically attractive tune, perhaps suited to less experienced players. The very long tune, His Father's Lament for Donald MacKenzie, which is a wonderfully melodious piece, was a great favourite of my father's. Then we've got MacCrimmon's Sweetheart. MacLeod of Colbeck's Lament is quite an interesting one because I believe that my father was one of the first people that adopted the style of playing the first variation, as is shown in the Bidius's borrowing books. Probably originated with Malcolm R. Macpherson, and my father was a great fan of playing it like that, and one of the first to do so. Queen Anne's Lament is a beautiful tune. Then we have the Desperate Battle of the Birds, which was a great favourite of my father, one he played often in recitals. He often used to explain the tune to the audiences and explain to them that he wouldn't dream of playing the tune this way in a competition, because he takes the tune and he plays it all kinds of different and variable speeds within the variations, which is really, really nice. And I often thought, well, why wouldn't you play it in a competition like that? Because it's really, really good. So that's a really interesting listing. We've got the very, very long and terrific tune, Lament for the Harp Tree, which was a great favourite of his as well. That one will come in probably about 23 or 24 minutes, the longest tune we have in the repertoire. The Old Woman's Lullaby, again, a great favourite of my father's, terrifically melodic, short tune without Torlua and Crunlua variations. So some wonderful tunes there for you to listen to. Something, as usual, in there for everybody. And I hope that you enjoy this fourth group of tunes in the series.